The films being shown at the Africa World Documentary Film Festival will reveal the culture, Pan-African context, and the director's perception of the African continent. Here to discuss more with us is Desmond Lee Endowed Professor Niyi Coker Jr. Hi, Niyi, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to the program.
Oh, I'm really honored to be here.
This has been, I guess this is the 11th year for the festival, right?
Yes.
Have you been with it from the beginning?
Yes, from the beginning. We started it here in 2007.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Can you explain the affiliation with the festival has in other cities with St. Louis? How is all that connected?
Well, it started at the International Studies and Programs Office, Desmond Lee Professorship endowment, which I hold. And so we kind of started building international partnerships with the University of Ghana, with the universities in South Africa, with the universities in the West Indies. And so these partnerships have grown over the years. Mm-hmm. And so basically what happens is a lot of filmmakers love to see their films not just shown on one campus, on several campuses, because the nature of documentary filmmaking itself makes it more academic, more research-based, and more oriented to what people want to study.
So the film festival we're going to see here in St. Louis, February 9th through and 11th, is it the exact same festival we'll see at the other locations?
Yes, it's the exact, but in some cases there are different choices that different venues make. Like, for example, there might be a film that's related to the Caribbean, which we don't see in St. Louis, but it's very appropriate in the Caribbean. Yeah.
And it's interesting, all the places besides St. Louis, it opened 1st of February in Connecticut.
Yes.
It also plays places like Ghana, Barbados,
That's right.
South Africa, Philadelphia, Nigeria, Jamaica, Thailand.
Yes. These are all our partners. These are all partner venues, and so a lot of filmmakers would have their, friends, etc., showing up at those venues.
And the filmmakers could be from anywhere in the world,
anywhere
right?
in the world. Anywhere in the world, yeah.
But so what's the thing that holds it together? Why is it important for us to understand African, is it African culture we're trying to learn, or what?
Actually, it's the lives of people of African descent around the world. So, for example, we have films that are here in the United States. We have films that are Barbadian films, Brazilian films, South African films. Basically, the African world is very global. So, that's the important thing about this. That's the important message in these documentaries. Yeah.
Well, let's sample a film clip here in a second.
Sure.
We have The Honest Struggle.
Yeah.
And I might mention, too, these films go anywhere from, I don't know, something as short as 8 minutes up to...
Up to full length.
Full length.
Yeah, 120 minutes.
Well, tell me about The Honest Struggle that was made here in the United States.
Yes, The Honest Struggle was made in Chicago. And The Honest Struggle deals with a person who has been in prison 3 times, 3 strikes. And basically he converted to Islam and got out of prison the 3rd time and now was working toward trying to be a good person in society.
Anything we need to know before we see this clip?
No, basically it's self-explanatory.
All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look.
At the age of 18, I have been found guilty for murder, aggravated battery, and armed violence. My sentence was 28 years.
If they get me again, it's called 3 strikes around. I'm 58. I'm done. I'm tired. I'm tired of trying. And no matter what it is that I do, a lot of times it just ain't working out.
Moving call coming from again. Cell phone with no callback.
Re-entry sometimes is a misnomer because it implies a second chance. And the reality for a lot of our brothers is that they never really had a first chance.
I began to think that the best place for me to be was back in one of them cells because it's the only thing it is that I know. You have no idea what it's like, man. And every step for me has been very challenging.
Well, that looks pretty gripping.
Yes, it is gripping. It is gripping, especially for people who are trying to walk the straight and narrow path after having spent their entire lives behind bars.
Of course, that's a universal story too, right?
Yes,
I
it
mean, we
is.
could tell that same story
Anywhere in the world.
Right.
Yes, anywhere in the world. Yeah.
That's such a kind of a heavy topic and so forth. Is that what we should expect in most of the films?
No, there's some documentaries that are actually celebratory, that actually deal with, human triumph. We have one which I'm sure we're going to be seeing some of shortly, which deals with a woman who's from the Gambia, who's moved to Seattle, who is in a wheelchair. Basically, she's a lawyer, and she's helping all the people who are trying to, become, legitimate within society.
All right, we'll get to that in just a second. We do need to take a broke knee, so a break.
Okay.
Not broke, right? Those are two different things.
Yeah.
So stay with us at STL Live. We're going to have more with the Africa World Documentary Film Festival after this short break.